Welcome. My name is Barney Reese. I'm the author of How Blessed You Are in God's Promises. We are on chapter 28 in this book. I'm actually reading it to all of you. I hope you're enjoying it because I'm actually reading this book to you. Let's get started. Inspiration. God knew you before you were born and formed in your mother's womb. You are God's child, and He loves you more than you are able to comprehend. We are all God's children, saved or not. It is up to us to become a God's heir and have a place in heaven for eternity. This is the only one of God's promises you must ask for, which is salvation. All the others are given to you freely. Job 32-8. But there is a spirit in man, and the breath of the Almighty gives him understanding. Psalms 119:92. Unless your law has been my delight, I would then have perished in my affliction. Psalms 119:93. I will not forget your precepts, for by them you have given me life. Psalms 119:05. 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Proverbs 20:27. The spirit of the man is the lamp of the Lord, something all the inner depth of his heart. Luke 21:12. For what the Holy Spirit will teach you in that very hour, what you ought to say. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, when things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whenever things are pure, whenever things are lovely, whatever things are good report, if there is any virtue, there's anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Philippians 4:9. The things which you learned and received and heard and saw in me, these do, and the God of peace will be with you. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Your inspiration. The Creator of the universe knows you, and if you have read this book this far, congratulations. You now know what the Creator of the universe does for all, every single day. Your inspiration, your hope, your salvation, your promises should be from Him. See, when you are sad or depressed, we turn to other vices such as alcohol, drugs, or we go to doctors and put us on something to sleep or relax or calm us down. Now you're trusting yourself, not the Creator of the universe. You are trusting man, the human race, to heal you, to cure you, and that is okay for some things, but here's the facts. The ultimate healer is your Creator of the universe, not the doctors. They can put a band-aid on you, but only He can wake you up from a coma, cure a life-threatening disease, or help you recover when you are badly sick. People sometimes go into a coma so the Creator of the universe can repair their body, because believe it or not, your body will sometimes fight itself instead of trying to heal. So your inspiration needs to come from the Creator of the universe. He is the ultimate healer. He is the Redeemer. He is the one who takes and gives us life freely. He is the King of all kings, Lord of all lords, and the Almighty God. You will love but fear me. Also, therefore, follow my 10 commandments. If you love me, all you have or will have is because of me. Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. I am the Alpha and the Omega. You walk, talk, breathe, see, hear, smell, have a job, can think. Because of me, I will give you the desires of your heart if you will only ask and believe. No one comes to the Creator of the universe except through Jesus Christ for praying to Jesus the Father, hears and answers you also. When in doubt, pray to me for answers. If you are seeking knowledge, I will give it freely. You only have to ask and seek. You were born to glorify the Creator of the universe, which whether you are lame, blind, or dumb, I take the broken and make them unbroken, the broken spirits and give them purpose. If you break my 10 commandments, I will punish thee as I see fit. I will always be angry on you for a short while. All you see, all you feel, everything on this earth, in this universe, is my creation. All the things work for the greatest good of my good. I am the maker of miracles. I could go on, but I hope this will inspire you, that your Creator of the universe loves you more than you will ever know or comprehend. Chapter 29, Intercession Prayer. When two or more are with you, I am in the midst of them, said the Jesus Christ. Also said, therefore, I say to you, whatever things that you ask, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you will have them. Isaiah 53:12. Therefore I will divide him a portion with the great, and he divides the spoil with the strong, because he poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with transgression, and he bore the sin of many, and made an intercession for the transgressor. Mark 11:24. Therefore I pray to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them and you will have them. Luke 18:1. Then he spoke a parable to them, that men also ought to pray and not lose heart. Luke 18:7. And shall God not avenge his own elect, who cry out day and night to him, though he bears long with them? Luke 18:8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Needless, when the Son of Man comes, will he fate on the earth? John 17:15. I do not pray that you should take them out of the world, but that they should keep them from the evil one. Romans 8:27. Now he searches one's heart, knows what the mind of the Spirit is, because he makes intercession for the saints according to the will of God. 1 Corinthians 14:14. For if I pray in a tongue, my spirit prays, but my understanding is unfaithful. 1 Corinthians 14:15. What is the result then? I will pray with the Spirit, and I will also pray with understanding. I will sing with the Spirit, and I will also sing with understanding. James 5:16. Confess your trespass to one another, and pray for one another, that you may be healed. The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. James 5:17. Elijah was a man with a nature like ours, and he prayed earnestly that he would not rain, and it did not rain in the land for 3 years and 6 months. James 5:18. And he prayed again in the heavens, and gave rain, and the earth produced its fruit. Your intercession prayer. When I was growing up a little boy, I remember that I would ask the Creator of the universe for things I wanted. And whether it be a watch, a bicycle, a racetrack, or whatever, I would receive them. And why I'm telling you this is so you can understand the power of the Creator of the universe's ability. See, I was young and I did not know how or why, but I would pray to Him and the Creator of the universe till I would receive it. I did not realize that I was doing and exactly how it would work. I was just doing what Mom had taught me, that you could ask God, the Creator of the universe, for anything. I went through life with this method, and when I went to church, I still had this theory in my brain. I didn't know exactly what happened to me, maybe the death of my father, us moving away to Meridian, but I quit asking, therefore I quit receiving as much. I guess I grew up. I decided I did not need the Creator of the universe anymore. Church was not for me. I'm young, I'm strong, and short, religion was not what I needed. Jesus who was, and He was the Creator of the universe. I guess I was 12 or 13 years old. My mom was on Social Security. My brother only cared about praying. My sisters were older than me, and my other sisters was just starting to party. She'd already got her faked identification and was sneaking into clubs. Mom was also working at a bar on tips and so much a day for a friend of ours, and we were staying in low rent apartments. I guess I'm telling you this so that you can see the difference of knowing the Creator of the universe and not knowing. I was in the 7th grade. I was picked at by the other kids. I was kind of sheltered, and they asked me questions that I could not answer at the time. I was picked at the point that I did not care about going to school. There was one kid that is still on my mind to this day, but because of giving my life to Jesus Christ, I've forgiven him. I got to where I did not want to go to school at all as once I did. My grades were high, but I missed a lot of school that year, so the school held me back a grade. I want you to see the difference of knowing that I did then and what I have accomplished with the Creator of the universe's help. See, when I was not saved, going through the loss of my father, being youngest in family, dealing with a self-centered brother, a mom that worked all the time, fell in the 7th grade because of attendance. Also, keep in mind, I was small. Then I was 5'4", about 100 pounds, so I was easy to pick on while in school being picked on so much. I even once thought about suicide, but decided against it because I did not want to go to hell. See, in this state of mind I was in, I had learned to accept life as it was. As time went on, I made friends at the low-rent apartments and just went on with life. Suicide became a memory of me, and I just started to have friends. I took life as a grain of salt. I realized I would have good and bad days, but I learned to focus on the good, not the bad. I would go to many schools, some rougher than others, but somehow I made friends and made it through. As I got older, I started drinking, smoking, and even smoking weed at times. I'm looking back at my life and wondering how did I not become an alcoholic? My father was one. My brother, most of my uncles also. How did I stay out of jail? I was hanging around the wrong crowd. I had drunk alcohol and drove home, yet I was not in jail. I was not a frequent churchgoer, nor did I ever want to read the Bible or the Word. See, the people I met was people who smoked weed, took acid, heavily drank alcohol, had sex, and etc. Now, as I got older, I think I was 17 years old, I joined Black Eagle Karate under David Carr. When I was not at school, I was training in martial arts, which gave me a direction. I learned I did not care about partying like I did. I could take martial arts and train when I needed to. I finished at Marine High, which is an accomplishment to say the least. I later went to college before I even graduated. I also was working all the time to be able to do what I did because my mom was on a fixed income. I even had a girlfriend and was talking about marriage one day. See, the reason this is so important is David Carr told me about Jesus Christ. We would say you go any grave and their body will be there, but not Jesus Christ. He had risen and gone into heaven to supply a place for you and your Father. See, remember I told you that I did not go to church. That was the partying scheme because I joined Black Eagle Karate and I even smoked. When I joined karate at 17, I quit all that and I trained whatever I could. Because of that, it gave me a confidence to be able to defend myself and to take in opponents than I could carry. a 5-inch or longer blade for my protection. Now I could defend myself without it.